I bet you don't know that your future script, the future of your children, the script is being written as me and you are talking.
Welcome to Nexus TV, your home for authentic information from the world of sports. Enjoy unmatched entertainment, education, and information only on Nexus TV, your home for multi-purpose content. Subscribe now and stay informed. This is Nexus TV.
Alright, welcome back. Welcome everybody to Nexus TV. My name is Solomon, and today we are here to continue our conversation. We are going to mix a whole lot of issues together and discuss it in one video. So I don't have to make video for one topic, then another one for another topic. So this video will be about 10 minutes to 15 minutes. So please bear with me and stay to the end of this video, because I know it's going to be valuable. It's going to be valuable. Your money will not be wasted. Your time will not be wasted. Your energy will not be wasted. So stay with me and let's have this discussion together. How many of you know that these people are writing your future? I bet you don't know that your future script, the future of your children, the script is being written as me and you are talking. Even as we are recording this video now, I know that the script is being written. Some of you are in Nigeria, and this is the best time to be a Nigerian. There are some things we are going to be talking about here. So there are about 4 of them. And the last one is going to be a question to you, so you can answer me in the comment section. But let's have that discussion first. And also, I will add these people, the issue of rivers, to this video. So stay here. There's a lot to uncover. There's a lot to discuss. There's a lot to talk about. So that is why I said this video is going to be about 15 minutes. So let's quickly talk about it, so that we'll make 2 videos for you. Now that you are here, let's spend this time together wisely and watch this. All right. There is a bill that is about to be passed in now. It has gone through the second reading in the Senate. Now we are waiting for what happened next. This bill suggests to include the security agencies and the journalists and the INEC members. They don't know that the security personnel are supposed to protect democracy instead of influencing it. By allowing them to vote, you give them direct influence on the election. And when they vote in the election, there will definitely going to be elements of sentiment in how the ballot papers, how the ballot boxes, the polling unit is going to be protected. Just take for instance, the security personnel that are guiding your polling units are supporting SDP, for instance, because SDP is making wave, supporting SDP or Labour Party or even the ruling party, APC. I have the reason why I'm not trying to use the leading party as my focus point here. I don't want them to think that we are saying this because they are the ruling party. What if the polling unit that some security personnel or the INEC members are guiding tend to be maybe I am guiding one polling unit now and I am supporting APC. What if that polling unit is losing and I am aware that this polling unit, my party that I voted, is losing in this polling unit? What would I do? Will I not have influence on that ballot paper? Is this not a window for more system of rigging to succeed in Nigeria election? I'm just asking. Don't kill the messenger, please. Look at the message very well. So that is one concern. Security personnel are supposed to protect democracy, not to influence it. Those that are not voting, that are not allowed to vote, are not allowed to vote because we don't want sentiment to be part of our election. Now that there is no sentiment, people are already stealing votes. People are being paid to steal votes. These people are now trying to include the people that are being paid to steal vote, to intimidate people into the election. Automatically, you don't need to pay them to intimidate people. You don't need to pay them to steal mandate, and you don't need to pay them to humiliate people during votes, right? This is a good development. Early vote is a good development, but the security agencies that is part of this thing now is a big concern, because they are supposed to protect democracy. They are not supposed to influence it, right? The other thing you should also look out for is, what if these people now we are trying to include are forced by their bosses at the office to vote for a particular party, because these people, they have superiors who they are answerable to. You understand? These people can be forced to vote for this for a particular party, and which will not create fairness in our election, right? It will not create fairness at all in our election. So we need to pay attention to whether or not we should allow these people to be part of the voting. Inclusivity is a good thing, and trying not to disenfranchise people is a good thing. But now you're talking about disenfranchising the security agencies and the journalists and the ad hoc members and the INEC officials, and you're counting that there are over 2 million or over 1 million people, or 1 million of them that are not voting. You are trying to protect that vote. Do you now also think, or don't you also think, that the other Nigerians are more than those that are in government? Because there are some units, according to reports, that don't always have, the polling unit that don't always have their ballot paper or their ballot boxes during the election. They will deliberately stop voting in some areas they know they are not winning. So by allowing these people, they automatically balance up what they will be losing from those polling units from the people they are trying to use. You know, these people superior might force them to vote for another party. You all know that. This is not sentimental analysis. I'm just telling you what fact is, and it is possible. This is Nigeria. There is nothing that is not possible in this country. To allow these people to vote, I've been saying this thing from the beginning of this video, so if you are following along, you should get. Allowing INEC officials and security forces to vote for during election can create loopholes for election manipulation. Because if you allow them to vote, I've said it, it's always going to be the same thing. If you allow them to vote, there is definitely going to be sentiment. There is going to be bias in the security of our ballots. Our ballot boxes will not be protected fairly, because automatically these people have someone they are voting for. Those early votes, who will account for it? Is it INEC that cannot account for the vote that even happen one day, that will account for votes that will happen in the whole week? Is it not better you allow this thing to stay the way it is, and also not disenfranchise the Nigerians, other Nigerians who are willing to vote, than allowing these other peoples to vote? Remember when I said the script of your children's future is being written? Do you see what is happening in Rivers? Wherever these people know things that is going to be a problem for 2027 business, because politics in Nigeria right now is a business. So wherever these people see that danger flying from, there is high possibility of them trying as much as they can to block those areas. Look at what is happening in Kogi State to Senator Natasha Akpoti. These people want to return Natasha Akpoti home, allegedly, because it was alleged that the Kogi people was manipulated to vote, to have a vote of no confidence on Natasha. Meanwhile, they want to call her back home and then replace her with someone else. And rumor has it from the Kogi community that Yaya Bello is presenting himself, or is willing to present himself, as a senator replacing Natasha Akpoti. And some of you will think that 2027 is far away from now. 2027 is not far. People are about their business, their political business. They are not willing to lose anything to anything. You understand? They are not willing to lose power very soon. So that way, they will pay attention to whatever they do to try as much as they can to make sure that they suppress people they are to suppress in order to win their election 2027. And do not quote me. All of this thing is allegedly new, so that you will not go and be saying that I read it from this and so place, I listened to this and so person said that government is trying to suppress people. No. I am only trying to predict based on what is being written on the wall. First, Natasha Akpoti was suspended. Then the people were now manipulated to cast a vote of no confidence on her. Of course, there is evidence, there is proof on social media that those people are already coming out to cry that they were not aware of what they were called to do. They were called to do what? To to be empowered, and now they are empowering them into pulling out the Senator Natasha Akpoti. We know that Natasha Akpoti broke rules, the Senate rules. We also know that Natasha Akpoti lay allegation of sexual harassment, which has been swept under the carpet. So nobody's talking about that at the moment. And now, to get to a bigger picture, Fubara is being removed from office for 6 months by President Tinubu, and you all know that everybody is against this. Almost everybody are against it, except those that are Tinubu's loyalists and Wike loyalists. Governor Fubara is being removed, and Wike and Fubara started this thing together, and Wike is untouched. We all know that Wike is the governor of the Federal Capital Territory, FCT, and he's causing havoc in his own state, all in the name of trying to be the state godfathers. I thought Wike was against godfatherism when he was crying about all those people that are standing against him when he was coming to power. What has changed? And again, is Wike still in PDP or is now partially an APC member? At least now we know that Erfai is no longer with APC, is now with SDP. Where is the stand of Wike? The federal government trying to distract Nigerians always from the most important issues is what we are all having problem with. Believe me, tomorrow now you will see them coming out with things that don't really matter. They will distract everybody from what is happening in Rivers State. And trust me, Nigerians, we know they easily forget. Just give them 2,000 naira. Give us 2,000 naira. We will forget the torment of 4 years. 2027 is a very decisive year. We thought 2023 was going to be a decisive year. It wasn't, but now 2027 is around the corner, is facing us boldly coming, and is a year that all Nigerians are to decide their future. Take your country in your hand. Vote Tinubu if you think Tinubu is good enough to lead your country. Vote whoever you think is strong enough to lead this country to its greatness. If not, this Nigeria, this country, we will have ourselves to be blamed. And remember the question I say I'm going to ask at the end of this video. If INEC should vote, who will ensure the credibility of this early vote? If INEC officials should vote, who will ensure the credibility of this early vote? We talked about the new bill that is about to be passed. They are not considering INEC officers to vote early so that they will not be disenfranchised. INEC are supposed to protect the fairness of the election. Now they are going to be part of the election themselves. So they will definitely have a side. They will definitely have someone they are going to be supporting. Now take for instance, what's his name? Mahmoud, that cannot provide authentic results, will now be the boss of an organization that will give you fair votes. Think of that. Will they give you fair votes? The police that are not able to protect the ballot papers, that allow thugs to burn ballot papers, will now give you fair votes. If it is from journalists, I believe that like 70% of journalists will give you fair votes. 70%. I know many other parties have their own loyalists among the journalists, but you will definitely have more fair votes because journalists in Nigeria don't really have that so much power to stop anything. But we can still talk about it. They talk about it, and that is the highest they can do. So that is how much you can go for this video. Answer this question in the comment section below. If INEC should vote, who will ensure the credibility of these early votes? Till I see you in the next video, my name is Solomon, and stay tuned, stay informed on Nexus TV always.